Here the sum goes on. Today we are going to do with Halsey method and Rowan method of time basis of calculating the labor hours and as well as the bonus we are going to pay to the labor. So here the sum goes. In an engineering works, the standard time for a job is 16 hours and basic wage rate is rupee 1 hour. A bonus scheme is instituted so that a worker is to receive his normal rate for hours actually worked and 50% for the hours saved. So we are going to give how much bonus it seems 50%. Materials for the job costing 20 rupees and overheads are charged 2 per labor hour. 2 rupees per labor hour. Calculate a wages and effective rate of earnings per hour if the job is completed in 12 hours, and the second situation is if the job is completed in 14 hours. Also ascertain factory cost of the job on the same basis, he said. So here, based upon this sum, now we are going to go for finding out two bases. One is like if the actual working hours are 12, and the second case is if the actual working hours are 14. So let me go with taking away the information. We'll write at one particular place and then we'll start the process. Now we have taken down the data. Here he said standard hours are 16 hours, rate per hour is 1 rupee, and then he gave a two cases. One is actual hours is 12 rupees, and when the case is actual hours is 14 rupees. Now I am going to go for using Halsey method formula. So what is the Halsey method formula? We are going to have it, that is time taken into rate plus percentage of standard time minus actual into rate. So this is our formula. The same formula is repeated here. Time taken into rate per hour, percentage of standard time minus actual time into rate. So now using the above data, whatever he has given, we are going to substitute in the above formula. So standard time means the actual time we have taken, that is 12 hours for this case, and actual time for this one is 14 hours, whereas standard is common. Standard is 16 hours for this case as well as 16 hours for this case too. So simply we are going to substitute the things. So here first is time taken is 12, rate is 1 rupee plus 50% he has mentioned, no, and standard is 16 minus 12 into 1. So this is equal to 12. 16 minus 12 is equal to 4. You are going to get 4 into 50% means 2. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So therefore the rate is equal to 14. And whereas here it is 14 into 1 plus 50% of 16 minus 14 into as usual 1. So it is going to be 14 plus 16 minus 14 is equal to 2 you are going to get it, and in that 2 50% means it is going to be 1 rupee, and 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So therefore here the rate is equal to 15 rupees we are going to pay. Now he said even find out the factory cost, no. So as they has mentioned to find out a factory cost, and he has given us the labor cost is 20 rupees and overhead is 2 rupees per labor hour. So I need to go for finding out. So in the two cases, if I am doing my cost sheet, this is the answer. My answer is done here, but I am doing a cost sheet wherein he said to find out a factory overheads cost. So just particulars and amount we are doing it. So he gave us what? Materials. So materials he gave us 20 rupees. After this, what is that we are going to add? Labor, or we call it as wages. So wages, how much I got here? 14 I have got it. And overhead, what he said? Overhead, it seems it is a 2 per labor hour. 2 rupees per labor. How many labor hours, actual labor hours are there? 12. 12 into 2 is equal to, again it is going to be 24. So total if I add it, 24 plus 14 is equal to 38. 38 plus 20 is equal to 58 is my factory cost or a works cost.
This is done. Now I'm going to do as per this one. So the same I'm going to continue, that is cost sheet. So justly on a rough manner we are doing it. So particulars and amount. So here the materials is the same. He gave us, that is 20 rupees. Then labor just now here we got how much? 15 rupees. The same I'm putting here. Then overheads. Actually, I'm going to call this one as prime cost. If we know it, prime cost is equal to 34, and to this one I'm going to add, then I'll get it. So here I'm doing it, just observe, that is 35 is our prime cost. To this one I'm going to add overheads. Overheads, how much is it? 2 rupees per labor hour. So 2 rupees per labor hour, it is equal to 14 hours are our actual, 14 hour are actual time taken into 2, that is equal to 28. So 35 plus 28, it is going to be 63. So this is one method of Halsey method. Now, though that particular person did not mention us about Rowan's method, I just want to show you the Rowan's method also. So Rowan method, how we are going to. First, let me know about the formula, what it is. So Rowan's method formula is equal to T into R plus S minus T by S into T into R. This is the formula. So here if you observe, this part and above this part is going to be the same, and this one is also going to be the same, but to this one it is going to be a little bit extension. So S minus T into R, and it is divided by S. So now here I got two cases the same. One is actual hours are changing here. So actual hours is equal to 12 here, and actual hours here it is going to be 14 hours. So that I have to apply it. So now simply I am applying in the same formula, that is 12 into 1 plus 16 minus 12 divided by 16 into 12 into 1. So I am going to get 12 plus 0.25 into 12 into 1, which is equal to 12 plus 3 is equal to 15 will be the answer here. Whereas if I go with this one, 14 into 1 plus 16 minus 14 divided by 16 into, again it is going to be 14 into 1. So 14 plus 2 by 16 into 14 into 1. So therefore 14 plus 0.125 multiplied by 14 into 1, which is going to be 14 plus 1.75 you are going to get. Therefore the answer is going to be 15.75. So this is how the answer goes on. So this is the above part is called Halsey method, and the below part is called the Rowan method, which is going to be very easy and simplification just by substituting into the formulas.